This is Signals and System Lab, and this is my second video presentation. And my roll number is 19EC01003, and the topic is waveform generation and MATLAB GUI. Let's start with question on part A. First question. In this question, we are asked to plot a unit step function, and now let me run this code. We will see the output. This is the graph of unit step function. Now let's move on to next one. Now we are seeing question on part A, second question. Here we are asked to plot a rectangular pulse. I have directly used the rectangular pulse function. We plot the diagram, we'll get the graph. Let's run this. This is the plot of rectangular pulse. Now let's move on to the next one. This is question on part A, third one. Here we are asked to plot a signum function. Here I have used direct signum of t. Now here we are drawing both continuous and discrete. Let's run the code now. Here you can see signum function, which is 1 for greater than 0 and 0 at 0 and minus 1 for less than 0. Now let's move on to next one. Now we are going to plot a ramp function, which is x for t greater than 0 and 0 for t less than 0. Here I have used it like this. Now let me run this code. You can see this ramp function, which is 0 for t less than 0 and y equal to x for t greater than 0. Now let's move on to next part. Now in question on part A, fifth one, now we are going to plot a sin x graph or sin t graph. Here we have plotted both continuous and discrete. Now let me run this code. You can see here this is continuous and discrete. Now let's move to the next part. In this question now we are going to plot exponential, both rising and decaying. Here I have used legend command so that we can compare them. Now let me run this code, you will understand. Now see here, the left side part is increasing exponential command, the right side part is decaying. Well, you can see I have plotted both continuous discrete, here also continuous discrete. Now let's move to the next part. In this question we are going to plot a complex sinusoidal, which is cos t plus I sin t, which is also called as sis theta. Here I am adding each and every point slowly using a for loop. Now let me plot this. Well, you can see it's plotting slowly because we are using a for loop. Now let me rotate this. Well, you can see here this is the 3D graph. Now let's move on to the next question. Now we are going to see a continuous impulse function and discrete impulse function. Impulse means just a jerk at t equal to 0. Now we can, as soon as I run code, you will understand about this function. Look, it is just a jerk at t equal to 0. In discrete we can understand it's 1 at t equals 0 and 0 at everywhere. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Here we are asked to plot a casual exponential function. Casual means which generally exists after t equals 0, means which is a real kind of exponential function. Now let me run this code, you will understand this. See, this is plotted after t equal to 0. That's why it is called as a casual function. Now let's move on to the question 2, means question 1 part B. Moving on to question 1 part B, first question. Here we are asked to plot a sawtooth function. Here I have used a direct sawtooth function so that I can plot easily. To do that we have to install signal processing toolbox or else we will get an error. After installing it we can use directly. Now let me run this code, we will see the sawtooth function how it look like. Well, this is a sawtooth function, well you can see here. Now let's move on to the next part. In question 1 part B, second one, we are asked to plot any pulse with period 1 second and pulse width 1/4. Here simply I have plotted a rectangular pulse with pulse period is 1 second and pulse width is 1/4 second. Now let me run this code, we will understand this. Yeah. You can see here in -5 to 0 we can see 5 pulses with each of pulse width 0.25. Now you can see here. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Now in first question part B, third one, we are asked to plot a square pulse with period 2 seconds. To do that I have plotted square pi into t, so that if we do 2 pi by pi we will get a 2 seconds period. Now let me run this code, you will see this. Well, you can see here for one complete wave it took 2 seconds for one complete pulse. So the period of this square thing is 2 seconds. Now let's move on to the next one. Now here we are asked to plot a triangular waveform. To do that we have to change a little bit in sawtooth function. If we add 0.5, now the triangular part will reflect this side also, so that we will get a looks like a complete triangular. Now let me run this, you will understand. Well, you can see here this looks like a complete triangular. Now let's move on to the next one. Now in question 1 part B, fifth one, we are asked to plot a sinusoidal waveform with period 1 millisecond. To do that we have to multiply 2000 star pi star t, so that we can, if we solve 2 pi by 2000 we will get 1 by 1000, which is 1 millisecond. Now let me run this, you will understand. Yeah, you can see here the time period is 1 millisecond, 10 power minus 3. Now let's move on to the next one, which is question 1 part C. Now in question 1 part C we are going to generate 3 signals, and we are going to add them algebraically and plot that curve. Now here I have generated 3 signals with amplitude 1 and frequency 100 Hz 1, and other is 0.75 and 250, and other is 0.5 and 500. Now let me add this, and I have plotted all the 4 graphs. Now let me run this. And you can see here this is first one, second and third one, and summation of those 3 is this one. Now let's move on to question on part D. In question on part D we are going to multiply 2 signals algebraically. Well, I have written those 2 curves, and one with frequency 125 Hz and amplitude 1, and other is amplitude 0.5 and 1000 Hz. Now as soon as I multiply and plot this, you will see the graph here. Let me run this. Well, you can see here first one, second one. Well, this is the multiplication of those 2. Now let's move on to the question 2, which is designing a GUI. Now we are moving on to the question 2, which is designing a GUI. Here I have used a guide to design GUI. You can use the app designer also. Well, you can see here. Well, I'm opening an existed GUI which was designed by me. Now let me open this. This is the GUI. Well, I have designed a very simple GUI. Well, you can add many more features also using these things. Well, I have just plotted some basic curves. Well, to edit these things you can go to property inspector, and you can edit that feature with these settings. Well, we must build the background application, means what this thing will do in background. To do that we have to go to view callbacks and enter call and click on callbacks. You'll get a code, means if that thing is clicked, what should happen. To do that we can code it. Well, I have taken that it will take a value about the curve. Well, it shows, well, if we enter first curve, it will plot unit step and so on like that. Well, similarly I have plotted all the curves in question on part A and part B. As soon as I run this code, the GUI application will run. Well, totally there are 25 cases, including discrete and continuous, everything. Now as soon as I run this code, the GUI will open. Well, let me plot this. Let me plot rectangular pulse. Well, you can see here this is a rectangular pulse. Similarly, now let me plot rising exponential function. You can see this is the rising exponential function. Now let me plot an sawtooth continuous function, and you can see this is the sawtooth function. Now let me plot the same sawtooth discrete form, and you can see here this is the discrete thing. Large triangular waveform discrete. This is the triangular waveform. Well, similarly you can plot like that. Casual exponential which starts from t equal to 0. Well, in this way we can create any GUI and we can add additional features. Well, we have seen before in guide, you can add additional features there and edit in property inspector and code it, and for its application we have to code a background, we have to use a background code. Well, you can code. Well, thank you.